You're exhausted just thinking about cleaning your home. Your hands hurt, your back aches. You're wondering if keeping a clean house is even worth the pain anymore. But here's the truth that nobody tells you. A clean, organized home doesn't require strength. It requires strategy. I'm Marcus, and for the past 4 decades, I've been living with a condition that makes traditional cleaning impossible. But I've discovered 10 remarkable methods that have completely changed how I maintain my home. And the best part? You don't need power. You don't need expensive products. You don't need to spend hours on your feet. You just need to think differently. If you're dealing with arthritis, limited mobility, chronic pain, or you simply want to make cleaning easier and faster, then you are absolutely in the right place. This video is for you. Before we get into these game-changing hacks, I want to ask you something. Would you do me a massive favor? Hit that subscribe button. Turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. And if these tips help you, please leave a comment and share this with someone who needs it. Your support means everything to me and helps us reach more people who are struggling with this exact problem. Now, let's transform the way you think about cleaning your home.
Hack number 1, the angled broom strategy. Let me start with something that changed my life completely. I went to my local discount retailer and found an angled broom. It cost me less than $2. This isn't just any broom. It's specifically designed at an angle, which gives you leverage that a regular broom cannot provide. Here's why this matters for someone like me who cannot put pressure on my hands or wrists. When I hold this broom, I'm not pushing down with force. Instead, I'm using the angle and my body weight strategically. I can reach corners. I can clean underneath things. I can get the areas that seem impossible to reach. What makes this even better is that it's lightweight. You won't be struggling to lift something heavy. You can use it to clean your bathroom floors. You can get behind the toilet. You can tackle your shower area. The reach is incredible, and the angled design does most of the work for you. Here's my strongest recommendation. Do not let anyone borrow this tool for other purposes. Keep it in your cleaning bucket and protect it like it's your most valuable possession. This single tool will become your best friend. I use mine almost every single day, and I cannot imagine cleaning without it anymore.
Hack number 2, choosing the right cleaning solution. Now, let's talk about what you're actually using to clean. I understand the appeal of natural, environmentally friendly products. I genuinely do care about our planet, but here's my honest reality. Those natural products require more effort from me. They often need scrubbing, they need pressure, they need time to work. I don't have the physical capacity for that kind of demand. So I stick with traditional cleaning products that work quickly and efficiently. Specifically, I use a well-known pine-based cleaner that you can find at any grocery store. It's affordable, it's effective, and it doesn't require a fortune to stock your entire home. I'm not spending huge amounts of money on products that claim to be miraculous. I'm being practical about what actually works within my physical limitations. This isn't about being lazy. This is about being smart with your energy and your resources. If a product does the job in half the time with half the effort, that's the product you should be using. There's no prize for making things harder than they need to be.
Hack number 3, the smaller bottle transfer method. Here's where things get really clever. I take my cleaning solution and I transfer it into smaller bottles. Those big industrial-sized bottles are heavy and difficult to handle. They require a lot of grip strength just to lift them. They're awkward to spray and control. I found these smaller bottles at my local dollar store. I paid just $1 for each one. They come with sprayers that are actually manageable. The spray mechanism requires significantly less pressure to operate. When I'm doing a small project, I can grab a smaller bottle and it doesn't exhaust me before I even start cleaning. This is a game changer for people who struggle with hand strength or who have limited grip capacity. You're making your tools work for your body instead of fighting against them. You're creating systems that support your needs, not fight against them.
I recommend keeping several of these smaller bottles throughout your home. One in the kitchen, one in the bathroom, one near your living area. This way, you're never reaching for something heavy or unwieldy. Everything is within your physical capacity.
Hack number 4. Downsize your garbage system. This might sound simple, but it's genuinely revolutionary. I do not have a huge, tall garbage can in my home. Those enormous containers are heavy, they're difficult to move, the bags are awkward to remove, and if you're dealing with limited strength, they become a problem. Instead, I use a smaller container for my kitchen garbage. My household doesn't have a garbage disposal. We live in a more rural area, and we have to be mindful about where our waste goes. Additionally, we live in a climate where leaving food scraps sitting around attracts unwanted creatures, so we manage our waste carefully. The advantage of a smaller container is that it's lightweight. I can move it easily, I can quickly remove the full bag without struggle. The smaller bags are easier to handle. You're not waiting until the bag is overflowing and weighing 50 pounds. You're emptying it regularly and keeping it manageable. This approach also encourages you to take out the trash more frequently, which keeps your home cleaner and fresher overall. There's a rhythm to it that becomes easier than dealing with one massive container that you dread touching.
Hack number 5. Invest in a lightweight vacuum cleaner. Vacuuming is hard work. Traditional full-size vacuum cleaners are heavy, cumbersome, and exhausting for someone with limited physical strength. This is where choosing the right equipment makes all the difference. I use a lightweight model that I found at an affordable price. It's small enough to lift easily, but it's not so tiny that you're working twice as hard to cover the same area. Some of the ultra-compact models are frustratingly limited in their cleaning path, which means you're actually creating more work for yourself. This particular model strikes the perfect balance. It's simple to operate, it doesn't require excessive pushing or pulling, the motor does most of the work. You're just guiding it. The lightweight design means you can hold it up, maneuver it around furniture, and clean stairs without feeling like you're going to drop it or hurt yourself. I genuinely recommend finding the right lightweight vacuum for your specific situation. It's worth taking time to research and test different models. This is one of the most frequently used tools in your home, and having the wrong one will make cleaning a weekly nightmare instead of a manageable task.
Hack number 6. Simplify your bedding strategy. Making your bed should not be a physical ordeal, but when your bed is covered with dozens of decorative pillows, multiple coverlets, coordinating blankets, and intricate layering, it becomes exactly that. I made a significant decision to simplify my bedding. I removed all the decorative elements. The unnecessary pillows are gone. The fancy coverlets are gone. What remains is one simple quilt. I have the pillows I actually use for sleeping, and that's it. The difference this makes is enormous. What used to take me 30 minutes now takes 5. I'm not struggling with heavy layers. I'm not rearranging decorative elements. I'm not creating unnecessary work. My bedroom still looks clean and presentable. The bedding is still comfortable. I'm just not making my morning routine a physical challenge. Additionally, when I do need to change sheets or do deep bedding work, I sometimes ask my spouse for assistance. There's no shame in accepting help when you need it. Sharing physical tasks is healthy for relationships and practical for people with limitations. I would strongly encourage anyone with mobility challenges to take a good look at their bedding situation. Simplify ruthlessly. Your back and your hands will thank you.
Hack number 7. Declutter aggressively. This ties directly into making cleaning easier. You cannot efficiently clean a space that's filled with excessive items. Every knickknack is something you have to pick up, move around, dust, and put back down. Think about it practically. If you have hundreds of small items covering your shelves, side tables, and surfaces, dusting becomes a massive undertaking. You're not just dusting. You're constantly moving items, setting them down, moving the furniture, reaching awkward spaces. I've made the decision to dramatically reduce the items in my home. It's not about being minimalist or following trendy decluttering methods. It's about making my daily life physically manageable. Every object I keep in my home has to earn its place there by being either useful, beautiful, or meaningful. But more importantly, it has to be something I can realistically care for, given my physical limitations. When you have fewer things, dusting takes minutes instead of hours. You can actually see your surfaces. Your home feels more peaceful. Cleaning becomes something you do quickly, rather than something you dread.
Hack number 8, the large grilling tongs method. This is my personal favorite, and I'm going to be honest with you, I borrowed this tool from my spouse and basically claimed it as my own. These are large, heavy-duty grilling tongs meant for outdoor cooking. They look unusual in a cleaning context, but they are absolutely transformative. The primary way I use this tool is with laundry. When I need to transfer clothes from my laundry basket into the washing machine, I don't have to bend down repeatedly. I use these tongs to pick up items and place them in the machine. My back stays straighter, I'm doing less bending, I'm less likely to hurt myself. But the uses extend beyond laundry. You can use large tongs for picking up items around your home. If you have limited mobility or you're concerned about bending repeatedly, these tongs give you reach and leverage. You can pick up things from the floor without putting stress on your back or knees. You can also purchase special reaching tools designed for this purpose. There are pooper scooper style tools that work beautifully for picking up various items. The key is making sure they're clean and using them specifically for indoor cleaning purposes. This simple tool has genuinely reduced the physical strain on my body because I'm bending less, reaching more strategically, and distributing the work across different muscle groups instead of overusing my hands and wrists.
Hack number 9. Extend your angled broom with cloth attachment. Remember that angled broom I talked about at the beginning? Here's how to maximize its usefulness even further. You can attach a cloth to the broom head, and suddenly you have a tool for cleaning high spots that you cannot safely reach by climbing a ladder. This is particularly useful for ceiling fans, high shelving, upper crown molding, and woodwork throughout your home. Instead of stretching or standing on unstable surfaces, you're standing safely on the ground with an extended reach tool. You can dampen the cloth with your cleaning solution, and it will effectively clean high areas. For dry dusting, you can use a dry cloth. This method is safer than climbing ladders or stretching beyond your comfortable range. It's also faster than traditional methods because you're using leverage and reach instead of strength. This tool works beautifully for a variety of surfaces and cleaning tasks. It's incredibly inexpensive to set up. You probably have cloths in your broom already, so you're just creating a new combination of things you already own.
Hack number 10. The dollar store wipes strategy for blinds. Window blinds are notoriously difficult to clean. They accumulate dust quickly. They're awkward to reach and handle. Traditional vacuuming often doesn't work effectively, especially in humid climates where dust seems to stick permanently. I discovered inexpensive cleaning wipes at dollar-style stores. These are wide, oversized wipes, and they cost very little money. The width of these wipes is the key feature. When you pinch a blind slat between two wipes, you clean both sides simultaneously. If your blinds are extremely dirty, you can hold the blind like a closed book and run the wipes along the entire length. This works quickly and effectively. You get both sides cleaned in one motion. The wipes are disposable, so you're not creating additional laundry or dishes. For blinds that are not heavily soiled, you can simply wipe the front side and then flip and wipe the back side. Either approach takes minutes instead of the hours that traditional blind cleaning requires. In humid environments, where moisture in the air causes dust to adhere, these wet wipes actually work better than vacuuming because the moisture helps loosen the dust.
Additional strategy: work in smaller chunks. Let me share a philosophy that has genuinely changed how I approach my entire home maintenance system. I do not try to do everything at once. My morning routine consists of basic tasks. I straighten up,
I wash dishes, I do the essential maintenance that keeps my home from becoming chaotic. This is manageable within my physical capacity. Then, I pick one deeper cleaning project for the day, just one. Maybe I'm cleaning the blinds, maybe I'm tackling the baseboards, maybe I'm doing a thorough bathroom cleaning. But I'm not attempting multiple deep projects in a single day. I rotate through different areas and tasks across the week. This creates a system where everything gets attention without overwhelming my body. Monday might be blinds. Tuesday might be baseboards. Wednesday might be kitchen deep clean. Thursday might be bathroom. Friday might be dusting. By Sunday, the cycle is ready to begin again. This approach is not just about managing pain or physical limitations. It's about being realistic and sustainable. You're not burning yourself out. You're creating rhythms that you can actually maintain long term. This is a system you can keep going without feeling exhausted or defeated. The most important hack: give yourself grace. This is not officially on my list of 10 hacks, but I consider it the most important message I can share with you. You need to give yourself permission to let things go. There are cleaning tasks that I simply do not accomplish anymore. Some things in my home do not get cleaned as frequently as they might have when I was younger or when I had more physical capacity. And you know what? The world continues on. Life goes on. Nobody's existence is diminished because a ceiling fan is not sparkling clean. If you don't get to something, that's okay. Your worth is not determined by how clean your home is. Your value is not measured by how perfect your spaces are. You are doing your best within your current circumstances, and that is genuinely enough. I want you to find joy in what you accomplish instead of frustration about what you didn't accomplish. You cleaned your kitchen. That's wonderful. You took care of your laundry. That's fantastic. You vacuumed your main living area. Celebrate that. This perspective shift has been as valuable as any of the specific cleaning hacks. When you release the pressure to be perfect, you actually become more consistent with the basics because you're not overwhelmed and depressed about the bigger picture.
Closing remarks. I truly hope that these strategies have given you some inspiration and some practical tools for managing your home in a way that works with your body instead of against it. Cleaning can be manageable. It doesn't have to hurt. It doesn't have to take hours. It doesn't have to be something you dread. I want to circle back to something important. If you found value in any of these hacks, please share this video with someone who needs it. Send it to a friend dealing with arthritis. Share it with a family member who's struggling with mobility. Tag someone in the comments who would benefit from these ideas. Your sharing helps us reach people who are genuinely suffering and thinking they have no solutions. Also, I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment and tell me which hack resonates most with you. Do you already use any of these methods? What cleaning challenges are you facing? Your feedback helps me create better content, and your stories inspire others in our community. Before you go, make sure you're subscribed to Seniors Cleaning Hacks. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. And remember what my mother always told me. What I learned from ancient wisdom: a joyful heart does good like medicine. Don't let anything steal your joy. Find something to smile about today. You're doing better than you think you're doing. Thank you so much for joining me. I genuinely appreciate your time and your support. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.